Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Amazing Thursday, okay? Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday, okay? Anyway, welcome back to my channel. You guys know who I am. I am Miss Sabrina Seoul. I am your host for tonight on this episode of The Missing Link. I'm so excited to be here. Shout out to everybody that is joining us, that's trickling in. Thank you so much for the support on the replay. And also right now, if you have not hit that thumbs up, definitely hit that thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to join my soulmate community. Definitely subscribe and go in the comment section. Be active with us. You guys know if I do get around to it, I do go into the comment section. And if you have any questions for Corey, definitely put those questions in the comment sections. And if we get to it, I will absolutely put them on the screen. And yeah, we can discuss the questions that you have for him. Anyway, you guys know I like to get right into it. I like to waste no time, but I am here with, I don't even know if I can say it and how you even feel, but I am here with Mr. First Date King himself, Mr. Six Pack, 6 figures, 6 feet for Ready to Love DC. So this is a little bittersweet for me because it's like, oh, like this is my Corey from my season of Ready to Love. You guys know when I have my Ready to Love cast on here, I don't like to talk about the Ready to Love thing, but how can I not bring it up? This is Corey, you know what I mean? So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. How are you, Corey? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm feeling great. We got some great weather here. Awesome.
Yeah. Is it like 80 degrees there? Because it got up to like 86 here.
It feels like it, but it's really 60-some degrees. But because it's been so cold, it feels like it's super hot. But it is a great night for a first date in the city of DC.
Of course.
But I'm spending it with you though. So
you are. We get another date together. So
and by the way, I did have a date planned for you that I submitted, but you know, the powers that be was kind of hating on that.
You know, it might have been it probably worked out the best considering I'm getting, my tongue is tied. Considering how everything was going down and that love triangle that you was in, it would have been like a circle if I would have gotten included.
But I only had a love triangle because of you.
Oh my God.
If you would have had played along and fell for my corny game, there would have been the love triangle. Because I would have knocked it out the park. Like, to give you an example, we had a brief conversation, and I'm plugging you to see what your interest was. And one of the dates the date I actually submitted to the cast was to take you to a photo shoot and have you bring some of your clothes. And I had a photography business, so I was gonna do a photo shoot, date, drink, and all that stuff for you.
I'm so glad that didn't happen. You know, in real life, I hate doing photo shoots.
Even if you're behind the camera.
Now that's different.
So for me, I was trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I was trying to get your clothes on national TV and get you to fall for me. Like, wow, this dude actually thought about everything and giving me 2 wins, getting my heart and helping me get the bed.
I definitely would have been like, oh, wow, like he really put thought into it. But me being behind the camera, I would have been excited. Me being in front of the camera, because truth be told, in real life, I hate taking pictures. I don't.
Hey, you do it effortlessly.
Thank you. But you know, I don't like it. I'd rather be the photographer. A lot of people don't know that about me, but no one's never really interviewed me. So people wouldn't know that about me. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into the missing link, okay? All right, my very first question for you, Corey, is who is Corey Belin?
Corey is someone who just lives life to the limit and love it a lot. I mean, for me, it's all about chasing your dreams and having different experiences. And what makes those so sweet is when you get to do it with people that you care about or people that's in your life. That's me. I'm just trying my best.
Yeah. So give me some adjectives, give me some nouns, some pronouns to describe who you are.
I would say shy.
What, Corey?
Yes, yes, yes. I am. I mean, you gotta understand the reason why I'm shy. Because I stutter really hard, really bad, and so that's always been makes me want to be quiet. But my workaround with that was to like look fear in his face and be like, step to it. And it's like, hey, I'm just going to just really try hard to be outgoing or to make things happen. But yes, I am shy. If you ever hung out with me in a group of people, I'm usually the quietest person in a bunch of people.
I never knew that about you.
Yeah. Ask me your castmates. We'll go out and they'll be all big personalities. I'll be over in the corner.
I'm not
filming them. Chilling.
Okay, because I was getting ready to say, I don't think you and we've ever hung out in that kind of environment with we've never hung out. Because
we hung out briefly, kind of like at the fashion show.
Yeah, that don't really count though.
But keep in mind, when they say action, I'm on, right? But as soon as we was off stage, we're at the hotel, just hanging in the lobby. All of you guys were doing the talking. I was just sitting there just observing.
Yeah, I guess so. You're talking about like afterwards when we were like
afterwards, we were all in the lobby for like 2 hours. Everybody was just sitting, talking, and chilling. Yeah. I was probably the quietest dude there.
Maybe so. I think so.
But as far as adjectives, like I said, fun, silly, outgoing, artistic, sweetheart, go-getter, fierce.
Okay.
When it's time to go.
Right. Right. Oh, wow. Okay. Because I'm saying shy because I'm like, and I know you used to model too, and you've done a lot of things that a shy person would never have done, but we're not going to get into all that other stuff, but it's just hard to believe. But all those other things, I agree with you. You know what I mean?
Well, keep in mind, one of my biggest fears in life is not taking my shot. Like we only get one trip around the bubble, right? And once it's over, it's over. Yeah. So my whole thing is I'd rather take a shot and fail versus never taking a shot and never knowing what happened. So I just close my eyes and just go right head into it and hope for the best. Sometimes it works. A lot of times it doesn't.
Yeah, but you'll never know. What is it? You fall down eight times, you get up 9, So yeah, but that's like the mentality of an entrepreneur too. You know what I'm saying? So, and that is one of the things that you are. So
yeah, I've been an entrepreneur since the 5th grade.
Wow, that's interesting. So what did you do and how did you become an entrepreneur at age 5?
Well, 5th grade, 2 things. I'm not a big candy eater. So when Halloween would come around this particular year, I hit like 3 different neighborhoods up, right? And came home, took out a little bit of candy that I had, froze the rest of it. And then went to school and I watched everybody eat all this candy. And I was like, you know what? They're gonna run out of candy in probably about a month. And then they're gonna be fiending for some more candy. And so what I would do is they all ran out. I came to school, was like, oh, 2 for $5. What's up? Started selling it, took that money, went to Costco with my mom, re-up, came back in there again. And I'm rocking and rolling pretty much the whole entire school year, even to the point where I branched out to the middle school because there was a girl in my neighborhood. I was like, yo, I'll put you on. Just bring it. We split the profit. Just bring it back. Right. And then the following year, my elementary school, my 6th grade year, my elementary school started selling snacks and candy and put me out of business. I was pissed.
Yeah, because I was getting ready to say they used to sell those candy bars for like $1. It was like fundraiser candy bars. Did y'all do that too?
Yeah, correct. Only doing fundraisers, but no one actually was selling like year round, like at lunchtime or beginning of school. Nobody was doing that. That was my hustle.
Right. So funny. I feel you though, because I've been an entrepreneur since I was younger as well. So I get it and I understand. And either it's like you kind of start off like that at a young age, because everybody that owns a business, has a business, had a business, they all have the same story. When I was 6 years old or when I was 12 years old, everybody has a different story, but the same, it all starts very, very young. So that's interesting. So where are you from? Like, where were you born? Where are you from originally?
I'm born right here in the DMV on the Maryland side, PG County. Born and raised here. Lived here my whole entire life, except for the short period when I moved to New York to pursue a career full-time modeling for about a year and a half.
What happened with that? Because I could really see you being like in real life a model, like your height, your body, your look, like you need to be on somebody's runway in in people's magazines. Like
it was going well. I was living the poor model life. It was going well, but being a model that was never my dream. I was only doing to meet tall chicks, and just so happened people kept wanting to work with me, and before you know it, I'm living in New York full time, doing fashion shows, doing catalogs, doing stock, doing commercials.
Right.
And fun fact, I even did. Do you remember a TV show called Change Your Heart?
No.
All right, so
Sorry.
there was a TV show called Change Your Heart, and these producers walked up to me and my girlfriend at the time, who was in New York doing modeling as well. They was like, "Hey, your girlfriend is super beautiful and you're super funny." Because I was on the train just cracking jokes, just being me at that moment, not thinking nobody's watching. They was like, "Hey, would you like to come on our show?" And basically, the premise of the show is they would take two couples, sit them on dates with other people, and then they would come back. If they wanted to stay together, they could, or someone would have a change of heart.
So
and these fools tried to set me up, man. I was so pissed at
I was
my
about to say, you have to tell us what happened. Like, you just can't say that.
All right, so to tell you what happened, usually it's a one-off, like one guy, one girl type of situation. She went off with one guy, they did their thing, and they sent me on a date with like two different girls at the same time, which is something they've never done before. And you know me, you want me or let me go, I'm gonna go. And so I'm on there just going, having a good time, just going for it. At the end of the day, I was like, nah, I'm in love with my girlfriend. I'm gonna stay with her. But they talked her into it. It was like, hey, it'd be funny if you just tell Corey, you got to change your heart. Let's see how he'll react. We'll vouch for you. And when I tell you, woo, man, I was about to have a Steve Harvey moment up in that joint, just like.
Because in your head, you're thinking like, she really trying to break up with me. Like, she really don't want to be with me.
No, not that. It was more so we had a pact. I said, if we do this, I said, even if you have a change of heart, don't embarrass me on TV. Just do it. Do it after the show. Just don't embarrass. Don't do that to me. She was like, all right. When she did it, woo, I was hot. The look on my face, well, I was, woo. I was about to tear this up. I was about to tear the setup, but I was sitting there just trying to hold it in. And they was all laughing like, oh, great sport. And then afterwards, she said, Corey, I didn't have a change of heart. They just told me to say that, for reaction. And I was like, we're breaking up because I told me not to do this. Oh, I was so hot. I was so hot.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, did you feel like, you know what? Like, I'm good with it. Like, I think.
Yeah, I did feel that way. But, I'm a softie. I'm always big on forgiveness. So after about a day or so, yeah, I was like, all right, whatever. I still love you. But that's messed up. You got it coming. But that was such a fun experience. It was just wild.
Right. Wow. So growing up, what did you want to be growing up? Did you want to be president, a doctor, a flight instructor? Like, what did you want to be growing up?
Honestly, I wanted to be a drug dealer.
I keep forgetting who I'm talking to.
No, seriously.
Okay.
Which is how I started selling candy, because I followed the whole drug dealer model when I started doing selling candy. And I always fantasized about the mob movies and the hood movies. I wanted to be a drug dealer. Like, even to the point where, I'll give you another side story. You know how wintertime comes around and kids shovel sidewalks
Okay.
for money? So what I would do is I would watch the weather and I would do a mafia move, right? So as a mafia, I would go around to all the houses before it snowed and got contracts on all these houses, like, hey. And then all the other kids, I would then pull them in, have them come work for me, and then I'd break them off and shovel very little, but I was able to hit more houses and get all the money and pay people.
Right.
This is, like I said, I fantasize about being a drug dealer, but I grew up in the suburbs, so I had no access to drugs. So
right. I was gonna say, oh, okay, I can't take that from you if that's what you say you want, because it just sounds like more or less you just wanted your own business. You know what I mean? But being a drug dealer is like I really want to sell that white. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I envision when you say that. Not shoveling snow and selling candy in the 5th grade. You know what I mean?
no, I see. Not so much of selling the drug portion of it, but just how these were people, like guys that were black, that were my complexion, that was getting their homies in the hood, in the neighborhood, come up with an idea, putting them on, get the money, and then growing it and then branching out. So I would follow that model. So it was more so how they did it versus what they did.
Wow.
I mean, what they sold.
Right. Okay, so let's move forward a little bit more. After you realized you didn't want to be a drug dealer, so what did you kind of wanted to be after that?
Well, as I got older, I started to realize that, okay, it's entrepreneurship. It's running your own business. So I've always known at some point in time I was going to have my own business. I mean, even when I went to college, I picked a degree that paid the most money so I can have seed money to start my business.
Yeah.
And so I got a degree in electrical engineering.
Okay. So did you
then I took that money, stacked that chips, went and bought a 4-unit apartment building, then bought a house, then bought a condo, and then was trying to do the whole real estate thing.
Wow. And then you just left engineering completely behind and just got into real estate.
Yeah, I left that completely behind. I was just bored because, like I said, it was just for seed money. I mean, it was, here it is. At the time, I was like, 27 years old, making $110,000 at 27 years old. That's a lot of money 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I was just trying to stack and just make moves. And then now just trying to do different hustles.
Right.
But deep down inside, I always did have a passion for acting, because that was always, I was like, well, I was trying to crack that nut when I was in New York City. I just couldn't quite crack that nut. I can only just book fashion stuff. And I was like, I want to act.
Interesting. So Corey, now, what do you do? What are you into? Like, what kind of business do you have right now?
Right now, I'm still running the fitness business.
Okay.
Right here in DC, but right now I'm just really trying to train. I've been trying to transition out, like, for the last couple of years into my next phase, because I'm always about chasing my dreams. Once it's over, it's over. So I've always been into TV and production for years, and then I started writing scripts and learning how to write these things, and then from being on Regular Love and watching, like, most people didn't pay attention to this. Like, where everybody else is kind of hanging out with other cast members, I'm hanging out with cameramen. I'm hanging out with producers. I'm talking to everybody else, makeup artists, sound people, just taking notes, just learning. Because to me, it was like TV 101. I was in love. I was like, I got to go home.
Yeah.
No, can I just watch behind the scenes? They was like, nah. So that just gave me even more game to let me know, first of all, moving in the right direction as far as the quality of production.
Mm-hmm.
And I just took a couple of gems from that, and then how they told their stories, it just made my story game even better.
Right. Mm. Okay, so I've seen, even when we were on the show, like we would see the name floating around, Corey Belin, First Day King. So I've seen you post things about First Day King, First Day King. So what you're venturing into now, is that surrounded by what First Day King is?
Sort of. Well, First Day King is a scripted show inspired by you and all the other bloggers. It's it's inspired by that. But how it all got started is before Regular Love. You know, I would go on all these different dates, and I would post them on my Instagram page, and my friends would always ask me what happened to the girl. I was like, oh, we just went on one date. I'm on to somebody else. So my friends started calling me the First Date King because I would have these elaborate dates, and I would never try to go out on a second date with anybody.
Were
So my
these
friends
like,
gave me the name First Date King. So I just, I'm making fun of myself. So I said, all right, we'll do the First Date King thing.
that was one of my next.
And then I got really heavy into it. So I tried to make it like a help, like a documentary, kind of like help people do online dating. But all my friends are like, yo, this is funny as hell. You should make that into an actual TV show, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you're super funny. And so I took that concept of trying to help people to, you know what? I got a bunch of stories. I got a bunch of great dates, horrible dates, fun dates, oh my God, dates. I would just go home and write these dates out. And then before you know it, I had like at least 6 episodes.
So these dates that you went on, that you filmed and put on Facebook or wherever, were these like real dates that you were on with these women, or were they like
So,
actresses, or you know what I mean?
all right. So there's 2 parts to it, right? So before I actually started doing the First Date King for real, I would just take like a video of a date and just post it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But on the show, I actually took actual dates, wrote the scripts out, got some actresses, got some of my friends to actually play these dates and play these dates out. And when I say people like you inspired me, that Ray Love comes on, you guys will comment on the what happened on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I took that concept and put it into First Date King. So we would film these, we would act out these dates, edit all together, and then my actual friends, I would sit them down and I would show them the dates, and they would watch in real time and give their opinion the same way you guys give your opinion on the stuff I did or stuff I said, or I shouldn't have said, or I should have did this, giving their actual live feedback to actual dates. So that's their real reaction, but everything else is all scripted out, and they're all based on real actual dates.
Wow. So how did the females feel? Like, did you tell them ahead of time, like, look, I'm about to film us dating, like our date. I'm about to film it. And then after, like, did you explain to them the process and what was going to happen after the date? Like, you know what I mean?
No. All right. So I would film the whole setup. Like before they got there, I would talk about everything I was going to do and film the home setup, and that'd be it. So you would never see anybody. You would just see
So they didn't know that.
bottles, seeing what I'm gonna do, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. And then I just have the date. So the girls would never be on the actual dates. You would never see that. You just see the setup of the date.
Oh, okay. And then you would commentate or probably like talk about it after the date, like, and then that's what your friend saw.
Yeah, that's what they saw. And they was like, oh, you could turn this to a show, it's funny, blah, blah, blah. And then because I had already sat down and started writing some of these dates out, and things they said, things I said, before you know, I'm sitting there with like 20 dates just sitting there like, oh, this was good. And so I just read through which ones were the best dates, and then got some Craigslist and some Facebook people and some of my actual friends to play some of these women, and then we actually would show my actual friends that in real time. We would sit around, they'd watch it, and they would laugh, they would lose their shit. They be like, "Oh, you were wrong for that," or "You were right." Just having a good old time, and we capture that and we incorporate that into the actual show. So right now, no one is doing a sitcom based around online dating, and no one is actually putting what you guys do onto the actual show itself. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you guys do amazing jobs. Like when I'm sitting there watch you guys do commentary, I'm like, y'all got that? Oh wow, they hit that on the head. And sometimes they don't hit on the head. So I incorporate that into it so you can get a real organic feel.
Interesting. Okay, so all right. So before you started First Day King or the new sitcom that you have, so before all that, because you've been actually just because I know from the show and everything, you've been actually editing and filming, even when because we actually did DC Fashion Week together. And you were behind the scenes and you was filming and you edited and you actually post on your Instagram page. Like you'll always say, turn your phone sideways, and you'll have like these cute little videos. Sometimes when you and the cast would go out, you would do like a little like summary video of like the night that when y'all hung, and honestly, it was really good. Like they're really good, Corey.
Thank you.
So before the sitcom, before we get more into that, did you do anything else or any other projects? And I know you did, and I want you to talk about it, but did you did any other projects, movies, like a big project or anything prior to you doing your sitcom? Like anything that they can, and the folks could go and actually watch as well? Like some of your old work.
Old work, I would say on my fitness page, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm just practicing over and over. My fitness page, like example, when I compete on American Ninja Warrior, you have to submit audition reels. Here we go again, me telling stories again. I'm approaching it like it's an actual TV show, which is how they would get on every single time versus me just working out. When I would have clients who lost like 30, 40 pounds, I would do a quick little quick little testimony documentary type of thing. And it just kept getting bigger and growing. And I started getting more equipment. I started studying the game more. And it's just been a culmination of 20 years. We're talking about 20 years from having a photography business in college to what we got now. One of the best birthday gifts I ever got in my whole entire life was one of my girlfriends got me a video camera, a little camcorder, because prior to that, I would hang out with my friends, like what you saw, and I would put on a PowerPoint presentation and email it to my friends, what we did that day or the afternoon, and it just kept progressing. So if you go to, like I said, if you go to my fitness page, you'll see some old stuff that I filmed. If you go on my YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel, you'll see some stuff. I went to my college homecoming. I filmed that twice, like 10 years apart, and you can see the difference of the progression of skill level and the ability to tell a good story.
So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I thought you sent me something, and not to talk about anybody else, but didn't you and Cornelius do like
that's coming next?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And that was like really, you were like, watch this and tell me what you think. That's why I'm trying to get you to talk about that. But I don't know.
Okay, all right. So
that was actually really good.
So I came up with this idea called DC Undercover. It's a play on New York Undercover, as far as title wise. And about a year ago, me and Cornelius just did a test shoot, and it's on Cornelius's page. And everybody liked the little test shoot to the point where we've actually filmed a 15-minute episode of a TV show called DC Undercover. And April 17th was our first film day, and we're actually going to go ahead and film 3 episodes for DC Undercover.
Cause that was good. Like you shot that and everything. Like, yeah, you can't forget about stuff like that. Like, and it was good. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, I wish you would have had it. So it's not on your YouTube channel.
No, it's not on my YouTube channel. No, none of my YouTube channel. I think that's something that I probably will release to YouTube, an actual full series.
Okay.
or what have you, because it's a lot less moving pieces with that. So and it's real. That's much easier to shoot. Like I said, it's just a lot less moving pieces. And Cornelius is super excited. Cornelius like, yo, when we gonna shoot it? When we gonna shoot it? I said, let me finish this first date king thing. I got a couple of connections off of it. Let me see the road with that, and then after that,
didn't Cornelius
we'll
play like a cop? Didn't he play like a cop or something? Or
we're both yes, we're both undercover cops in Washington D.C. And I've done some research on a lot of crimes and things that happen in DC that we're actually going to try to put that on an actual show.
Very smart.
And it shows Cornelius in a different light. It really does. It really does. So you guys think Cornelius is this quiet church boy. Not in this one.
It was really good. It was really good, guys. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're not gonna, but it's good that you put this out there, because this video that we're doing right now is going to be on my channel, and people are going to be able to watch this back, and more people are going to watch it and watch it. So hopefully they'll be able to watch this back and say, hey, he talked about that. I remember when he said he was gonna, and now it's out and he's on his second season. So congratulations to you with that, and congratulations. But okay, no more congratulating, because we still have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, and then I can congratulate you. Okay, so with this sitcom that you have now, what is the name of the sitcom that you're doing, that you're starting, the First Day King? What is the name, and when are you going to start it? Do you have any episodes that you're filming now? Because we actually have what is that called? The trailer for it. And I'm going to show that in a minute, but go ahead and give us a little background before I do that. All right.
So the sitcom is called The First Day King. We've already filmed 3, 4, we got more, but I've been able to actually edit 3, 4 episodes of The First Day King. And what we're going to do is we're going to release that on YouTube. And we're gonna break the episodes down into 3 7-minute episodes. So it takes 3 episodes to get to one. Each one to be 7 minutes long. That's already done. That's done in the can, and we're just, like I said, we're moving to another platform. Another project. But one of the major reasons why we're on YouTube is because a couple of production companies and networks, I got their attention on The First Day King. They said it's really good, and they actually like it. But with the way the business works right now, they're just like, hey, put it on YouTube, and let's watch to see how people react to it. And so right now, the people have an opportunity to actually greenlight something and see it grow to the next level. And with pretty much your viewership, your likes, your shares, and so forth. So I'm just super excited just to see where it goes. I've had it done over a year now, just trying to get different people onto it.
Yeah. Well, I have some more questions, but we're going to go ahead and play this now so people can actually have a visual of what you're talking about. So give me 1 second as I put this on the screen. I'm so excited to show you guys. Of course, I have already watched it. So here we go. Let me come back over here. Let me try to make it bigger. All right, there we go. And here we go.
Online dating can be a frustrating time for singles. I like the idea of being single, in theory. You get to meet a bunch of...
Real quick, can you hear it, Corey? Okay, good. I was having problems the other day and they couldn't hear the video.
New people, you get to know them. And when you meet someone that you like, you pursue a deeper connection or thing. That sounds cool to me. Who wouldn't want to download a dating app for that? But that's not what online dating is like. This is not going to be a once upon a time fairy tale or your typical love story. Who wants that anyway? This is going to be more like, you ain't going to believe what the to me.
So you put no makeup, you put on a costume for your first set of dates.
That's something you put on, man.
I'll put on y'all lace fronts and y'all makeup. You ain't that tall. You ain't that.
That may not go well for 3 days. Just let you know off the break. That may not go well.
So Corey got a lot of goddamn nerve with this man beard. And then he showed up all over social media with this man weave. Not a man weave in his head, but a man weave on his face, right? And like everybody comment on his pictures, oh, this looks so good. Like, do you not see it's a weave? It's a weave, right?
But all I'm saying is that the more you find me attractive, the easier it is for me to create chemistry. And just so happens to be, I look amazing in a full beard.
So it is official that white women are now on the menu.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me just be clear. So they weren't on the menu before.
Before, we didn't have a lot of access to white women, but with doing online dating, it's just like, hey, now it's like a swipe right on the white.
Oh, whoa!
I know how Corey is, but this time you guys get to actually see how Corey is. The cameras will be rolling. You will see everything from start to finish, and you'll get to see how these scripts play out, how these dates play out. Listen, I can't wait. I want to know who he's going to end up with, don't you?
Welcome to the First Date King.
How are you?
Wonderful.
Dating will never be the same after this.
Good job, Corey. Good job. Wow, that's going to be interesting.
Thank you.
I have so many questions. Oh my God, I want to know what kind of glue you use, but we're not here to talk about that. Oh, okay. So, we're here to actually talk about your new sitcom, The First Date King. Wow. And that was the trailer. And you guys can actually find that on YouTube. So, and just to let you know as well, all of Corey's links to his social media are down below. So don't go now, but after this live and we're done, if you want to follow, not if you, definitely follow Corey on all his socials, his YouTube channel, his Instagram, all his links are down below. And definitely go and support and follow him. And yeah, because I think this is going to be really, really interesting. I'm really excited for you. So now let me ask you, the editing and the filming and everything that we just saw, did you do that yourself?
All of it was 100% me. Wrote it, filmed it, directed it. A couple of times I would get some of my boys to help film some of the stuff, and I even got a couple of times a couple of Ready to Love cameramen to actually come help me out and help me film some of the stuff when I had to be in front of the camera.
Wow, that is so cool. So now let me just say this, because editing and stuff like that, that is, people don't understand the work that goes behind editing and producing. And because you've seen some of my videos that I've done with my clothing line. Each outfit that I would put out, I would do like a short little video commercial. And I remember you even reached out to me and was like, yo, let me, you know what I mean? And I always try to think outside of the box when I do my, little commercials, or I'm not going to call them little, but my commercials. And just the little that I did was a lot. A 3-minute video can take you
3 hours,
8 hours, exactly, depending on how, like, it's crazy. And you actually did all that. So all the episodes that we're going to see coming up, are you going to continue doing all the editing and the writing and the producing, or are you going to have a team to help you?
Until I get an actual budget, the answer is yes. Right now, I'm shooting all these productions on my clothing budget. So all the money I need to spend on clothes, it goes to all that.
Wow. So are you going to, because I know a lot of people, they're going to watch this and they're going to be like, I want to be in that, especially if they're in the DMV area. Like, how are you going to decide who's going to be in the shows? Like, are you going to have like casting calls, or, You know, are you going to
Well,
flyers?
Well, I would say this for First Day King, that's pretty much done, right? That's done. That's in the can. Right now, we're just waiting. Right now, production companies and networks are watching what you guys do. So I strongly encourage people, if you love it, hit the like button. If you hate it, hit the hate button. If you got a comment, I will respond. Write a comment. Hey, it's amazing. It's funny. It's trash. Go to hell. Say something. Say something, because this is a 95% Black production. And I'm really going to need people's support. Like, all the time that you guys are sharing things that people you don't know, or just silly things, here's the opportunity for you guys to actually share something and help somebody go to the next level. And I'm the type of person that, as I go to the next level, I pull people up with me. Like, I even got a couple of students from Bowie to actually intern and help me out on some of the stuff as well, to give them experience. So I'm always trying to reach back and help somebody move up, or vice versa. But for DC Undercover, we will be doing some castings for that. So we're always down for people for help for that. But First Day King, yeah, that's pretty much done. We just want to hope for the best and hope for the networks like it. And this is Insecure before y'all remember before Insecure hit? Off your Black girl. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Because she started, I mean, that's kind of what you're doing is exactly how she started, you know? So, and a lot of people, and that's good that I'm excited that you even brought that up, because a lot of people don't understand, like, all these famous people were not famous at one time, you know?
Correct.
Yeah, but definitely supporting and, you know, and sharing and liking and, you know, and as long as you put that work in as well, and you go to all the bloggers and say, hey, can you interview me? Or, you know, you post every day about it and posting new content about it, or even just doing reels or just talking about it, you know, getting people interested. Because I always say people can't support you if they don't know that you exist, you know? So you definitely have to put yourself out there. So let me ask you this, excuse me, with the editing and the shooting and everything that you're doing, like, who taught you how to do that? Is that all self-taught?
All self-taught, all YouTube. Like, I would figure some things out on my own, and then the better YouTube has gotten, I'll start going to YouTube and watch, you know, just look at different things. Like, when I'm laying in bed at night, most people are watching Netflix or movies or sports. I'm watching YouTubes on how to edit, how to do lighting, color correction, how to write scripts, camera angles, this, that. That's all I watch. I'm just trying to get better so I can tell a better story. Because I've seen people put stuff out, and I'm like, yo, y'all need more practice. And so I don't want to be that guy when somebody be like, yo, you need more practice. So even if somebody doesn't like my doesn't like the show, no one's going to be like, yo, the quality was garbage.
Yeah.
But I got a question for you, though. How would you feel if you was going on a date with a guy and you was like, you loving his beard, and his beard was a weave? Would that be a deal breaker for you?
Oh my God. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say that it would be a deal breaker, but I definitely would feel a type of way. I would be like, yeah, I would be stunned. I would be shocked. I would be confused. I think I would be confused more than anything. Like, well, why do you have it? Like, can you not grow hair on your face? Like, it just would make me have a lot of questions that goes beyond the man beard or the fake beard or the wig beard or beard.
The man beard.
Man beard. It would just make me just feel like, now I want to get to the nitty gritty. Like, why do you have it? Like, are you insecure about yourself? Can you not grow facial hair? Are you in the early stages of alopecia? Like, I have questions now. You know what I'm saying? So
basically, all I'm doing is taking a page from your book, from Bingo's book. So this whole dating process, I had just learned that, hey, the more a woman found me to be attractive, the easier it is for me to create chemistry. And the whole beard thing was like, women love beards. So I'm just like, wait, look, girls show up with extra long hair. It ain't theirs. They lip colors their eyes are that color, the lash are that long. So I started taking your tactics, women's tactics, and flipping it and putting it back on them. And when women have an issue with it, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm just doing what you did to me. What's the difference? And it's just a funny experience when women actually find out that my beard is not real. And then they're just like, they don't know how to react. Like, he's sexy with it, but it's not real. Like, neither are your extensions.
I never knew it wasn't real. It would definitely throw me off. The thing about it is it would just make me feel a type of way because, like, you're not gonna have your face. Like, I'm gonna have to kiss you. Like, I might want your face in other places. I don't know how I feel about weave being so close to my mouth and other parts of my body. It just would weird me out, and I would be like, am I going to have an allergic reaction from the glue? I would just have other questions.
Well, no allergic reactions reported.
Oh, God. No, I don't want to hear anymore.
And when I was filming it, the young lady I was dating very heavily when I was filming it, like, her reaction was like she was thrown left with it, right? But then I gave her the opportunity. I said, hey, look, I'm either gonna take it off right now or keep it what you want. And she was like, you can go ahead and keep it for now because you do look good. You do look a lot more sexual with it. I was like, let's get it.
Yeah,
Let's get it. And even nephew Tommy didn't know the difference because I went to his comedy show in the middle of taping it, and I had that full prosthetic on it, and he didn't say a word. He didn't crack a joke or Cedric Entertainer.
I mean, and then too, it's like, will it look real? You know what I mean? Or will it look like a toupee on some people's hair? You can tell that it's like fake, like, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit different. Like, it wouldn't be, that's why I say it wouldn't be a deal breaker. I would just have a lot of questions, and I would need to inspect it and look at it and be like, you know what I mean? So it wouldn't be a deal breaker. It just would be weird. Wowzers. Okay. So real quick, just because to a lot of people know, and I said it earlier, I try not to get too much into it, especially if you've been on Ready to Love, unless that's why we're here. So everyone probably knows you, and that's going to watch us back and say, hey, that's Corey. Corey was on Ready to Love DC on the season with me. It's probably where you recognize him from. If you if you are on my Instagram page, you would have seen me recently post a video that was on or that was part of the show where we had a date. It wasn't a date, it was actually a group date, and we were sitting there and we were just having a conversation. So that's who Corey is, but we know that you did get voted off pretty early. So my question to you is how has dating been for you? Like, do you have is your DMs popping? Are you in a relationship? Like, where are you now?
My DMs, I would say on the normal DM. One young lady did actually slide my DMs, and I ended up in a nice relationship with her for a while. Until the distance got too far apart. But right now, just out here just dating. I'm just having a good time. I really enjoy going on dates. Like to me, it's fun. Like, you get to do, and people are acting like, how come dating? How come I don't have a negative connotation for dating? I'm just like, you get to do fun stuff with attractive women. Like, who doesn't like that? I mean, so I'm just out here dating. I'm still trying to find, somebody to start that family with. Are you available for that?
Corey. So if you enjoy dating that much, how do you feel about monogamy? Like, say for instance, you meet somebody and she's ready to settle down. Would you be willing to give those first dates up to settle down with one woman if you love it so much?
Yeah, I mean,
Are you
okay, so when I say enjoy going on dates, it's the date itself, not 30, 40 different women. I'm talking about that actual date. I get to, like, if me and you went on 30 dates, it's still a date. I enjoy going out and doing different stuff with someone, with a beautiful woman that into me, and we have a good time. I'm just always just doing different stuff. Like, I got y'all tell women all the time, if you're dating me, it's get your passport ready, get your hiking boots out, and your stilettos, because we constantly just always just going to be doing different things, fun things, and create memories.
How come you were never on my show, The Single Soulmates?
You never told me about it. You didn't invite me on.
I didn't think that I would have to invite you on, because I would post about it and let everyone know that if you are a single person and you're interested in meeting your soulmate, come on my show. Here's the link.
Oh, no, I've never saw that. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't read. I just look at your face and like. Like, man, here she go looking hot again. Heart button. And you know it's true. I be hearting you up. I mean, I just think that you're really that attractive.
Thank you, Corey. Oh, you got, okay, you have me blushing. Thank you, Corey. Okay,
Real
so
recognize real, and and you looking real familiar.
okay, so a couple more questions about the show. Like, do you regret anything that you did on the show, and would you have done anything differently?
No, I don't regret anything that I did on the show. I just do it differently than everybody else. I mean, I date with my actions and not my words. I mean, if anything, I would say a lot of the ladies should have done things differently. And that's, I say this all the time. If people treated picking their partners with the same level of effort and insight of the way they view their careers or their money, we all would be so much better off in finding relationships and staying in relationships. So like I said, I date with my actions, and that's how I've always been. I'd rather show you what I can do versus tell you what I can do. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, a lot of people, well, a lot of women in my personal experience just aren't accustomed to dudes showing with their actions. They're accustomed with dudes telling them. And so when I do it, all of a sudden it's a game. No, that's how I roll.
Right, right. Do you feel like that they portrayed you in a light where you watched it back and was like, they edited, but yeah, that's me? Like, do you feel like that what you saw?
For the most part, no. I think they did it. I mean, I knew what I wanted to show, and and that's what I gave them to show. The only thing I would say, the only bad edit I got was, everyone thinks that I copy and paste stuff. No, I copy and paste text messages because I don't like texting. So outside of that, no. Everything that I showed them, they caught. Even the awkward stuff with me and Mumine, like in my head, it looked real smooth. So when they showed, I was like, whoa, oh, that's so freaking awkward. Oh my God. But it was funny though. It was funny. It was good entertainment. And she saw that I was being earnest with my actions, and she saw me different from that point forward.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think too, like, especially because I didn't really know you. And once I got to know you, because a lot of people don't know either, but you and I, we got really, really close afterwards. And I really got to know exactly who you were. Hence why when we were at the reunion, people were like, why is Sabrina taking up for Corey? Remember? Because I kind of like had your back.
You know what? I really appreciated that big time, because I didn't see that coming. Because I really was expecting to get roasted, like how they roasted Frank. So I was like, they're gonna kill me on this joint. But I knew Camille was gonna come to my rescue, and that's all I really had that I knew that would come help me out. But when you stepped up, I was like,
yeah.
She
Because
went from a dime to 11. Damn, she looked even better on the couch. God damn, got my back. Ain't looking good. But I definitely really appreciated that. I'm just like I said before, I'm just a different type of person, and I always consider myself to be ahead of the curve. Or I've always gone about life. In order to get in front of the pack, you have to go. You can't go with the pack, and so I'm always just doing it different.
yeah,
Trying different things, see what works, see what doesn't work.
right. So if there was an all-star season where they brought all the singles that did not make a connection on all the seasons together, would you do an all-star show?
Only on the one condition:
What?
if they let me go. Like a lot of stuff on the show, they would hold me back. They would literally hold me back from doing certain things. So if I did it, let me go. Let's just let me free. Let me be who I am. And on the first day King, you guys get a chance to actually see me just go with no restraints. Like I will go all the way to the left for things. And I do that in real life. So I would do it only if they just take the reins off and like, Corey, go do your thing.
Real quick, shout out to Ray Mail. Thank you so much for the super sticker. She's obviously enjoying our lives, so I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Ray Mail.
Yes, Ray Mail. She's one of my faithfuls, honey. She's also one of my soulmates. So I do have a soulmate community here on YouTube. And see that little S, you guys, beside Ray Mail's name? That means she is a bona fide, honorary, in real life soulmate. And she is part of my membership program, which is on my YouTube. And if you're interested, definitely go ahead and join. It's 4 tiers. So, all right. Is it any projects that you're working on that you're able to share and that you would like to share with us?
Sure. The project that, like I said, we're getting geared up for is DC Undercover. And I'm currently finishing up a horror script right now that hopefully we'll shoot towards the end of the summer or early fall. So any local actresses here, I needed probably 3 different main actresses for a horror film that I'm putting the final touches on for the writing. But right now, we're just about to start filming DC Undercover. So any cameraman that's in the DMV area and you want some experience, holla at your boy. Any production assistants, you want to get your feet wet, holla at your boy. Any actors or actresses, you want to get your feet wet, holla at your boy. There is no budget. I'm not getting paid, therefore I can't pay anybody, but I can pay you with experience and teach you what I know and give you opportunity.
Absolutely.
But outside of that, no, that's it. Just you guys watch the trailer, hit the like button, hit the share button, because as soon as I hit 1,000 likes, we're gonna drop the first episode. Another 1,000 likes on that episode. Every time you get 1,000 likes on each episode, we're gonna drop them. And the only reason why I'm doing that is because production companies and networks are watching to see how you guys respond to it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because they be watching our panel reviews and stuff like that too. Like they really be watching. So let them know, let the good people know where they can find you, all on your socials. Let them know.
Okay. For our social media, you can find me in 2 places. You can find me Corey Belin, COREYBELIN. That's on Instagram, just that way. Same for Facebook. You can follow, if you want to get more stuff for the First Date King, that's on Instagram. That's also First Date King, 1ST Date King. Same thing for Twitter. And for YouTube. We also even got a website. So if you guys just type in First Date King on the internet, the website will pop up. Giving you guys even more information about the show and about some of the characters and some of the episodes. And even right now, my aunt watched episode 3, and we had a nice long 2-hour conversation about me dating white women now. Just like I'm like, look, I'm just trying everything right here. I'm trying to see what works, man. You know.
And plus, it's
Like I was telling her, I was like, hey, just call me the can man, because everyone can get an opportunity. Caucasians, Asians, Mexicans, the whole nine.
Well, I think that's definitely going to make for great TV. Because in dating, it's no guide, it's no book, it's no cliff notes, it's what I mean. So, and it's like you never know who you end up with. You never know.
I will say this: if you are doing online dating, this is going to resonate with you so hard, ladies and fellas. It's going to resonate so hard because we really go into that. I mean, it's funny. We make fun of stuff, and we also, I try to make it some teachable moments as well. And I even had opportunity to have a heartfelt moment. But if you are doing online dating or just you really want to watch, it's going to give you a lot of game to pick and move to that space successfully.
Yeah. Well, in the comment section, we have another round who is part of my soulmate community as well. Her name is Jay. Well, she says, when I come to DC, I want my guest appearance.
Oh, not a problem. Not a problem. Just slide in my DM and say, hey, this is what I could do. I'm an actress or whatever. Even if you're not an actress, hey.
Absolutely.
We can always give you a quick little cameo to say hello or hi or this anything. Right. I'm writing this stuff, so I can do anything I want.
So anybody that is interested in working with you, what is the best way for them to get in touch with you? Can they go to your DM?
Just slide my DMs.
Okay.
Y'all know how to do it. Just slide in and say, hey, I'm an actress or an actor, or I'm a camera guy, I'm a sound guy, whatever. I'm a writer. Just hey, slide in. I am all about helping others. That's the one thing I'm learning in this film industry. Mm-hmm. People don't really want to help. Like it's just way too many gatekeepers. And even when I come through, I'm like, hey, look, is there anything that I can do to help you?
Yeah.
You ain't got to pay me. Just I got a set of skills. Let me help you. And if I can help you move to the next level, all I ask in return is that if you hear about or see the opportunity that would fit my skill set, drop my name. So that's how I work. I'm always about pulling people up, seeing others win. If I can help you win, you help me win, then we're all constantly winning.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hence why I started the missing link. All right. So anyway, did you want to, or do you have, excuse me, any last words for the viewers, for anyone in the chat? Shout out to you guys too. Of course, I'm gonna do my closing statements, but do you have?
Last thing I'd like to say is, I got a crush on you. I ain't gonna lie, yo. I got a crush on you. You are so fine, and you know this.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us on another episode of The Missing Link. I appreciate you so much. You guys know that without you, there is no me. Shout out to you guys. It is 46 of you watching. If you have not hit that thumbs up, make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe. I would love to have you over here on my soulmate family, my soulmate community. Shout out to you guys in the chat. You kept it live. Shout out to my soulmates that were in there. Shout out to my moderators. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to bring The Missing Link another episode, another episode and another season. Everything that Corey said, not everything, but a lot of his links, especially his Instagram, his website, and anybody that's interested in booking Corey, his IMDB is also down below. You can check out some of his work that he's done and definitely book him, and also be looking out for DC Undercover. That's coming soon. And also First Day King. Watch the replay back and you guys will see the clip, the trailer of that. Yeah, coming soon.
Anyway, hit the like button.